Welcome to cinesream podcast, where we break down the scariest movies scene by scene, so you never watch alone. If you love horror, mystery, and chilling recaps, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, or the next scare might just find you first. Now, let's dive into the darkness.
In 1993, we see a girl named Lisa on a bus. She is traveling to a town because she has been called there to restore a painting. That is, to repair an old and damaged painting and make it look as good as new. This is Lisa's profession. 3 more people board the bus. 2 girls and a boy. Lisa becomes good friends with them. One of the girls is named Tracy. These 3 are scientists heading to a village near the town to conduct research on animals. By night, they all arrive at the town. Lisa enjoys their company and says, "Why don't we go somewhere after work?" To this, Tracy replies, "Our work will be done in a few days. Let's meet then. And yes, we'll meet at a bar near here." With that, the 3 of them head toward the jungle, while Lisa walks toward her hotel. The next day, Lisa was waiting at the bus stop when a boy approached her and said, "Madam, no bus will come here. Do you need to go somewhere?" Lisa told him the name of the mansion, to which the boy replied, "I'm going there too. Come with me." Lisa walked with him. On the way, the boy asked, "Why have you come here?" Lisa replied, "I'm here to restore a painting." Upon reaching the mansion, the boy said, "I own a bar. Do visit after work." Lisa said goodbye to him and entered the mansion, where she met the owner, Emma. Emma was young and beautiful. She showed Lisa a large painting covered in a thick layer of dirt, as if no one had cleaned it for years. This was the painting Lisa had to restore. Originally, the job was given to her father, but since he was busy, Lisa had come in his place. Emma said, "You have to clean this painting within 2 weeks. I hope you're as skilled as your father and will complete the work on time." Lisa smiled and replied, "Yes, madam, I won't disappoint you." Emma left and Lisa got to work. The painting was in such bad condition that, even after 4 hours, she was only able to restore a small portion of it. During her work, she heard someone humming a tune. When Lisa went to check, she saw a girl standing on the roof, singing the same song. As soon as Lisa stepped forward to talk to her, the girl saw her and ran away, as if she had seen something strange. Lisa wondered, who was she? And why did she run away after seeing me? In a remote corner of a dense forest at night, we see Tracy's friend attaching a sound device to a tree, hoping to capture animal sounds. But suddenly, he hears a strange noise, one that doesn't sound like any animal. Startled, he turns to investigate, but before he can react, something attacks him and drags him away. His terrified scream echoes through the night, waking up the 2 girls in their tent. Sensing that something is wrong, Tracy's female friend steps out to check. As she reaches the spot, she finds their friend's cap lying on the ground, soaked in blood. Horrified, she rushes back to Tracy, exclaiming, "Something is wrong. We need to call the police." But before she can say another word, a shadowy figure sneaks up from behind and grabs her. Tracy, now completely terrified, barely has a moment to react before she, too, is struck and loses consciousness. When Tracy wakes up, she finds herself locked inside a prison-like place. Her friends are also trapped, each confined in separate, filthy cells. The place is old, damp, and eerie, with a massive well in the middle of the room. In one of the cells, they notice another man, a prisoner who looks extremely weak and sick. Tracy's friend tries to talk to him, but he can barely respond, only coughing weakly. Fear grips them all as they realize they have no idea where they are or what kind of nightmare they've stumbled into. Meanwhile, Lisa is busy with her work when Emma arrives to check on the progress. Impressed by Lisa's efforts, Emma compliments her. Lisa then asks, "Who was that girl humming earlier? I tried to talk to her, but she ran away as soon as she saw me." Emma replies, "That's my daughter. She's just like that. Takes time to open up to new people." She then invites Lisa to join them for dinner before walking away. During dinner, Lisa turns to Emma's daughter and asks, "Which grade are you in?" But instead of answering, the girl gets up angrily and storms off. Lisa, confused, looks at Emma and asks, "Did I say something wrong?" Emma shakes her head. "No, you didn't. The thing is, my daughter has a personality disorder. She's 13, but she sees herself as much older. She doesn't get along with other kids, so I stopped sending her to school. Just hearing the word school upsets her. That's why she reacted that way." Meanwhile, in the place where they were imprisoned, a tall, muscular man enters. He isn't just strong. He looks completely unhinged, as if his mind isn't functioning properly. He is a butcher, someone who works with meat, but his behavior is unsettling. He makes strange noises and moves like a zombie. Tracy's friend asks, "Hey, who are you? And why have you locked us up here?" But the butcher doesn't respond. Instead, he walks over to the well, lowers a rope-tied container inside, and pulls something out. But at this moment, they can't see what's inside it. Growing impatient and furious, Tracy's friend starts yelling at the butcher, even cursing at him. This enrages the butcher even more. He storms toward the cell, unlocks the door, and begins beating him mercilessly. Tracy's friend tries to fight back, but the butcher is far too strong. He overpowers him completely, landing brutal blows. But even then, his rage doesn't subside. Without hesitation, the butcher grabs a massive butcher's knife and slashes open Tracy's friend's stomach. Then, as if disposing of trash, he lifts the lifeless body and throws it into the well. Suddenly, something inside the well attacks the corpse. All they can hear is a horrifying scream, so blood-curdling that Tracy and her friend shudder in terror. Meanwhile, inside the mansion, while cleaning a painting, Lisa suddenly sees the terrifying face of a monster. Shocked, she tries to scrape it off with a cutter, but in the process, she accidentally cuts her hand. After wrapping her wound with a bandage, she gets back to work. Suddenly, the lights go out. At that moment, her father appears and says, "I made a mistake trusting you. Leave this place immediately. Run away before it's too late." As soon as he says this, he takes the cutter and slashes his own throat. Lisa watches in horror, completely frozen. But in the very next moment, her father vanishes. It was just a terrifying hallucination. Inside the lockup, the first prisoner says, "I know a way out. If I manage to escape, I can bring help. But there's a small passage, and I can't seem to open it." Hearing this, Tracy's friend throws her paper cutter toward him since he was a bit far away. Struggling, he manages to grab it. The girls feel a glimmer of hope. This man might be their chance to escape. Without wasting time, the prisoner starts working on unlocking the passage. While Lisa was sleeping, a bald woman suddenly appeared behind her. She grabbed Lisa's throat. She wasn't even wearing any clothes. Lisa struggled to break free, but the woman was incredibly strong. She kept attacking Lisa relentlessly. But the next moment, Lisa's eyes shot open. She realized it was just a nightmare. However, as soon as she looked ahead, she saw the same woman's face within the painting. As Lisa stared at it, she began to hear the painful screams of a girl echoing in her ears. Just then, Emma's daughter walked into the room. She said, "That bald woman is a witch. She has lived in this mansion for years. This painting is cursed. It even has sharp fragments. If you fully restore it, you will be cursed too. Leave this place before it's too late." Saying this, she walked away, leaving Lisa confused and unsure of what was happening. Later, Lisa went to meet the man she had encountered before at his bar. She told him everything. "This painting is terrifying and strange. Ever since I came here, I've been having weird dreams and visions that feel completely real. Listening to her, the man replied, "There's nothing supernatural about it. You're just stressed because of work. You don't have much time, but I'm sure you'll get it done. Your dad would be proud of you." He reassured Lisa, encouraging her to finish her work on time. The butcher returned once again and lowered a rope-tied container into the well. Whatever was living down there cut its own hand and let its blood drip into the container. The butcher then pulled the container back up and placed it aside. Now he turned his attention to the captive girl, preparing to throw her into the well. Tracy's friend panicked, thinking, "If he dies, how will we ever escape?" Desperate, she started cursing and shouting at the butcher to draw his attention away. It worked. The butcher let go of the man and turned toward her. Without hesitation, he grabbed her by the throat, unlocked her cell and dragged her out. With a massive knife in hand, he swiftly cut off one of her arms. But he didn't stop there. He wanted her to suffer. He had an array of brutal weapons to choose from. He picked the sharpest, most horrifying one and began slicing into her stomach, peeling away flesh and skin. She writhed in unbearable pain, but it only got worse. The butcher then skinned her face, and in the process, one of her eyes popped out and fell to the ground. Finally, he lifted her lifeless body and tossed it into the well. For the first time, we finally saw what lived down there. A terrifying creature. It looked grotesque, its appearance eerily similar to the monster in the painting. With horrifying brutality, the creature tore open the girl's stomach, ripping out her organs and devouring them viciously. In that moment, she met her gruesome end. Meanwhile, Emma's daughter was watching a couple and began crying, overcome with jealousy. Lisa approached her and asked, "What's wrong? You can talk to me." Emma's daughter, furious, snapped back, "It's all my mom's fault. She doesn't care about me. She only thinks about herself. I feel like I'll always be alone. I'll never have anyone." Just then Emma arrived. Her daughter glared at her in rage. "Get out of here. I hate you. I don't even want to see your face." Emma sighed and led Lisa out of the room. She turned to her and explained, "My daughter wants a companion, someone older. But tell me, how can I allow that when she's still just a child? That's why she's always angry with me." After finishing the painting work, Lisa was fast asleep when suddenly, Tracy entered her room, pushing a wheelchair. She was sobbing uncontrollably, and in the wheelchair sat her injured friend. Blood was oozing from his entire body, with flesh torn from multiple places. Tracy looked at Lisa with tear-filled eyes, begging for help. But the next moment, Lisa's eyes snapped open. It was just another terrible nightmare. This dream disturbed her so much that she immediately went to meet the bar owner. "I can't take this anymore. I don't want to stay here. I want to go back. I'm terrified. It feels like something strange is happening in this place." The bar owner responded calmly, "There's nothing unusual here. It's all in your head, just bad dreams and stress. You shouldn't abandon your painting work. I've been here for so long, and I've never seen anything strange." Lisa hesitated for a moment before saying, "But 3 other people came here with me. I even made friends with them. Did they come to your bar?" Shaking his head, the bar owner replied, "No, I haven't seen anyone except you." Lisa was shocked. "How is that possible? I told them we'd meet here after work." The bar owner shrugged. "Maybe they finished their work and left. Look, just focus on completing your task on time. After that, we can go somewhere to relax. Maybe that will ease your stress." Lisa, now doubting herself, started thinking that maybe all of this was just the result of work-related stress. Before going to bed that night, she took her stress medication. But suddenly, she heard the sound of a girl crying from the bathroom. Curious and slightly afraid, she pulled back the curtain, only to see Tracy's friend lying inside the bathtub in a horrifying condition. Her right hand was missing. One of her eyes was gone. She was covered in blood, sobbing in pain. Lisa gasped in horror and stumbled back, ready to run. Just then Emma appeared. Emma looked at the bathtub, but all she saw was the tap running, filling it with water. Frowning, she turned to Lisa. "What's going on here?" Then her gaze fell on Lisa's stress medication. "Are you on drugs?" she asked suspiciously. Lisa, still shaken, replied, "I just need some time, a break. I'm not in the right state to work right now." But Emma firmly refused. "You have to finish your work on time. Your father signed an agreement with me. If you fail to complete your task, I will shut down your studio." Meanwhile, the prisoner had finally managed to open the way out. But just as he was about to escape, the creature grabbed him. The man screamed in terror, but the creature sank its teeth into his face, tearing it apart and devouring it. Then, it feasted on his entire body, consuming him completely. Tracy trembled as she heard his agonizing screams. On the other side, Emma was drinking something that looked exactly like blood. And at that moment, the bald witch appeared behind her. That meant Emma's daughter had been telling the truth all along. The witch really did live in this mansion. And now we learned something even more shocking. Emma and the witch knew each other. While cleaning the painting, Lisa suddenly witnessed something horrifying. A little girl being sacrificed. She was being hanged. At that moment, Emma's daughter rushed in, looking extremely frightened. Once again, she warned Lisa to stop working on the painting. This time, she revealed the whole truth. This painting was created in 1493. It depicts a terrifying event. Some demonic people sacrificed a little girl to summon a dangerous creature. They wanted to control the creature so they could use it to gain more power. Now we see Emma standing alongside the witch. That means Emma was a witch too. Both of them began chanting strange, spell-like words. And in front of them, the creature knelt down, as if surrendering to their command. That meant the two witches had successfully enslaved the monstrous being. Back in the mansion, Emma's daughter revealed even more secrets to Lisa. "My mother is the one who revived this curse. She controls the creature so she can drink its blood and stay young and beautiful forever. For her, this curse is a treasure. And she didn't stop with herself, she cursed me too. When she did all of this, I was only 13 years old. Because of this curse, my age has been frozen ever since. But tonight the curse is about to end, because back then it happened under a red moon, and tonight, the red moon has returned. If the moonlight falls on the fully restored painting at midnight, this curse will be reawakened for another 500 years. Emma's daughter urgently told Lisa, "Stop working on the painting right now." But Lisa felt like she was just making up a story. Lisa replied, "The story you just told me is really interesting, but I need to finish this painting today." Hearing this, Emma's daughter revealed another shocking truth. That creature is trapped inside a well in the underground lockup. And to feed it, they have captured 3 people. She then described their appearance. And Lisa was completely shocked because the description matched Tracy and her friends. Lisa couldn't believe it. She urgently asked, "Tell me, where are they right now?" Emma's daughter led her to a hidden passage. There, Lisa saw a massive door that connected the mansion to a secret underground area. And standing right there was the butcher, the one responsible for capturing new victims. Lisa realized that the underground lockup was directly connected to the mansion. The butcher was just about to feed the creature when suddenly, Emma's mother called out to her daughter. Emma's daughter quickly left the area. Now Lisa was alone. As she moved forward, she found an old, sharp weapon from ancient times. Gripping it tightly, she decided to follow the butcher. But suddenly, her foot hit an object, creating a loud noise. The butcher immediately became alert. Holding a large knife, the butcher walked over to check. Lisa's heart pounded in fear. She quickly hid in a corner. When the butcher arrived, he only saw a few rats scurrying around. Thinking that the noise had come from them, he left without looking further. The butcher walked toward Tracy's lockup. But before feeding her to the creature, he tried to assault her. Tracy reacted immediately. She kicked him hard on the knee. She got up and tried to run, but suddenly she tripped and fell. The butcher grabbed her again. The butcher picked up his massive knife. He heated the blade over the fire, and then pressed it against Tracy's face. Tracy screamed in agony as her cheek burned. Now, the butcher lifted her up, about to throw her into the well. But just then Lisa arrived. She attacked the butcher. Tracy managed to hide, but she slipped and was left hanging at the edge of the well. The butcher charged at Lisa, but she fought back fiercely, beating him relentlessly. When the butcher finally fell to the ground, Lisa pulled Tracy up from the well. Both of them ran for their lives. When the butcher regained consciousness, he realized there was no one left to feed the creature. Suddenly, the creature crawled out of the well in a fury. It pounced on the butcher and started tearing him apart. The butcher screamed in pain as the creature ripped into his flesh, devouring him piece by piece. Lisa and Tracy were running away from the mansion, but suddenly, the bar owner appeared in front of them, holding a crossbow. Both of them begged for his help, but instead he attacked them. An arrow pierced straight through Tracy's mouth, killing her instantly. Lisa was in complete shock. The bar owner dragged her back into the mansion. Inside, all the people connected to the curse were waiting for her. They forced her to restore the painting. As Lisa cleaned the painting, she saw the bar owner standing beside Emma in it. That's when she realized he was part of the curse too. He kept pressuring Lisa to restore the painting. Now Lisa could see the spells written on it, the ones used to control the creature. Just then, Emma's daughter arrived. She was holding a lit candle. She was about to burn the painting, but Emma stopped her, saying, "I'm doing all of this for you." But her daughter, furious, shouted back, "No, you're only doing this for yourself. My soul is trapped in a child's body, and you forced me to live this cursed life forever. I don't want this life anymore." Emma ordered the bar owner to kill her daughter. As he moved forward, Lisa stepped in between. She quickly splashed the painter's lotion on his face. Seeing this, Emma grabbed the crossbow and shot Lisa with an arrow. Now Emma turned to kill her own daughter. But just then midnight passed. Since the painting was never restored, the red moonlight never fully touched it. And with that, the curse was broken. All those who were part of the curse began to writhe in pain. Blood poured from their mouths. Their bodies rapidly aged, returning to their true centuries-old forms. Within moments, they turned into dust and vanished into the air. Emma's daughter also started to change. She looked at Lisa and said, "I'm sorry, I can't help you anymore. My time has come too." But she was at peace, because she was finally free from the curse. With a smile on her face, she too turned into dust and disappeared. Lisa was in immense pain, but she still pulled out the arrow and ran. Suddenly, the creature appeared in front of her. She quickly shut a door behind her and rushed towards the painting. Without wasting time, she began wiping off the part of the painting that had the spells. Meanwhile, the creature broke down the door. But by then, the spell-covered section was completely erased. Lisa started chanting the incantations. The creature began to writhe in agony. This time, Lisa had gained control over it. Now we see a time jump 30 years later. The mansion had completely changed. The painting had been fully restored. And it was Lisa who had cleaned it. Now she lived in that very mansion. But the most shocking part was that even after 30 years, Lisa hadn't aged a day. She had transformed the place into a laboratory. There, she had the creature imprisoned. And now, she was selling its blood to wealthy clients, running an entire business. She had even found a way to keep the creature alive, without having to feed it humans. Because, just like Emma's daughter had warned, restoring the painting had cursed Lisa too. The curse had consumed her goodness. And now, she had turned into a villain herself. She was no longer trying to break the curse. She was the one keeping it alive.